Hello, everybody, and welcome to our show. This is Fatima and Janine, and today we are speaking about some good and not so good disturbing facts on female entrepreneurship. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to let Janine introduce herself. My name is Fatima Omar Khamissa. I am the CEO and creative founder of Platinum Publishing and Million Stars Academy, where we equip women with the templates and guides to be seen, because you matter, your voice matters, and your experience matters in the world. So I'm going to let Janine El Hinawi introduce herself while I check to make sure that all the gremlins in the techno world is working. Go ahead, Janine.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fatima. I'm so excited to be here with you. And my name is Janine El Hinawi, and I work with Fatima inside of Million Stars Academy, and I am an accountability advisor and the director of marketing. So excited to be here today talking with Fatima about networking and some other awesome stuff. And I just saw your email, actually, Fatima. And myself, I was like, oh, wow, I want to hear these numbers again because they are just stunning, to say the least.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've checked everything. All the gremlins, the techno world is working. We are live inside of our group on LinkedIn and on our page. So welcome. Come say hello. Come join us. Tell us where you're checking in from and tell us why this topic is so interesting to you, because we're going to share some numbers, and numbers don't lie. Even in your business, you might feel that your business is doing well, but when you look at your bank account or you look at things, they don't lie. And we're going to use numbers today to actually share with you what is happening in the entrepreneurship world, because it is really important that we know this. It's really important to say, okay, what's really going on? And what it does is, like, I'm not someone that is negative. I don't watch news and I stay away from all that because my peace is really important to me. And at the same time, if my visa bill comes in and I don't look at it and I'm completely in avoidance of it, how does that benefit me? How does that benefit me, right? If your child or your husband or your family member or your client wants to have a conversation, and you go hide and you don't want to have the conversation, tell me, Janine, what would happen in your world if you just avoided everything?
Well, it's some when it's gonna like chase me. It's not gonna help me at all. And as you mentioned, like sometimes, like when we speak about how you have a relationship with money, and then you like avoid it totally because you're scared of actually looking at the stats, then when sooner or later you're gonna have a lot of bills coming in, the collectors are gonna come, and I say it's not gonna be good news.
Exactly, exactly. It's going to be a catastrophe. If you think it's bad now, go avoid something and see what will happen after. So let's get right into some numbers on female entrepreneurship, because women are getting into more business now than ever before. So let's start out with some of the numbers. In the last 50 years, women went from owning 4.6% to 40% of all businesses. Isn't that shocking?
That is amazing.
4.6 to 40. Okay. Women owned businesses have increased by between 2007 and 2020. And I'm going to give you really current numbers as well. 5 times higher, 58% higher. And you won't believe the segment of female owned businesses. In any other segment, it's been women of color, women who look different, Latinos, brown, black, and even Muslim women. There have been this influx. So if you are a visible minority, that has been the biggest growth on the planet Janine, what do you think about that number?
Wow, that's so exciting. I really love to hear that. That means that, or it should mean actually, that women getting empowered, they earn more money, and they're making an impact in other women's lives. So that's just
You would
amazing.
think that, Janine.
Yeah,
You would
I
think
know.
that.
That's why
Okay.
I'm saying it with like a grain of salt, because I know the rest of the numbers, and that is just shocking.
What that means for me is that women who are have a visible minority, like you look different, whether you cover as a hijabi woman or you are a black woman or a brown woman or a Latino or anything other than the segment of what we label as Caucasian. Okay, so if you look at anything other than that, now I have a lot of Syrian friends, and when I first met them, I thought they were white. Okay, because they are women in different northern regions of the world that look Caucasian. Okay, so it's really, really interesting to look at. But if you're a visible minority, that has been the biggest growth and the biggest explosion of women saying, I want to break the glass ceiling. I don't want to be told what to do. Women don't want to be told what to do. A boss telling me, you got 5 minutes to do this job, 6 minutes to do this job, that type of thing. And women have said, you know what? I want more for my children. I want more for my family. I want more. And so they've gone into businesses. It also means that the coaching world is exploding because these women are looking for business coaches. They're signing up and joining business coaching programs and hiring mentors and coaches. And we've seen that. We've seen that, right? What do you think about that, Janine?
Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, anyone who is new to that world, they want to learn how to do this. And especially, I think so many of the women who get started in business at the beginning, they look at like free stuff, maybe YouTube videos, some blog posts, whatever. But then most of them realize I need a quicker way to actually start making money and make it through impact. So that's when they get into, hiring a business coach and really wanting to upscale their business. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Now let's go into not such a happy number. That was a happy number, right, Janine?
Yes, it was. I
That was
love
a
that.
happy number. Let's look at a not so happy number. Now, all these women are coming in, they're excited, they've got a great mindset, they want this, they're hiring a mentor, the coach, they're putting their money down or getting free coaching, whatever. And they're saying, I want my own business or getting incorporated, hiring attorneys and accountants to make this happen for them. And now here's a number. Women owned businesses across the board only account for 4% of business revenue. 4
That
across
is
the
shocking.
board. 4% comes from women owned businesses. And 90% of those businesses that are owned by women across the board, no matter your race, religion, ethnicity, are generating less than 100K annually.
Whoa. I mean, I heard the numbers before, but still, it's just stunning and crazy, especially from the place where I come from, where I want to make an impact for women, and I want them to succeed, because I know when a woman succeeds, it's not only her that feels better, it's her whole family, her people she supports, she's giving charity to. So if that, so like this way, it means they are trying very hard and then they are failing, and it makes the opposite impact. They feel worse, and the community they could be impacting
I
is
know.
as well.
Exactly, because these women have such big hearts. And these women, I know, especially the women that we work with, they are soulful women. They are spiritual women. They love to give. They're charitable women. They're helping people who are less fortunate. And what do we also see is that when women have money, the world becomes a better place because they have such open hearts and they just want to share because they care so much. But if you're making under 100K, if we divide that up, the number is 8333 a month. That's what it is. So if you had 8,333 a month, that's not really giving you the lifestyle that you want. Maybe you're making just a little bit more than your job. Maybe you're just matching your job. Okay? And so the vision that I have in my mind is that old model where we used to go for these seminars. And Janine, we would sit in these seminars, and um, the person at the front would talk about this really amazing thing. And right before the end of the seminar, they would go, okay, so for the first 100 people at the back of the table, there's a table at the back. And what we're going to do is my team is sitting over there and we've got 100 courses. And here's the course. And they've got all these little binders. And everybody is standing up off their chairs and running to the back of the room because he's giving it away for 90% off, right? Because it's like $100 for the course, but for today, right now, it's $10. And everyone's running to the back of the room, even before the guy finishes his sentence, because now we've been programmed. That's what they're going to do, right? Sit at the back, because when he gives the offer, we can run for the first one and we can sign up and we can get this $10 thing. And we get it. Now we're like celebrating. We're so happy, right? We fired our boss. We got the job. We're incorporating. We got a really nice domain. We spent $4,000 on our website. And then nothing happened after that.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. You know what I'm talking about, Janine.
I know it exactly. I experienced it myself. And I talk to a lot of women online, and I know many of them who experience exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the phenomena that's happening right now. Everyone is thinking this is the new shiny syndrome. This is the new thing on the market, the new hot commodity, the new hot donut, the new keto salad, the new intermittent fasting, whatever, this new thing, right? And this gentleman is saying it happens to males too. It happens to males too. Yeah, I get that. I really get that. It does happen to males. And now we're in this thing of, I spent all this money. Now what am I going to do? My business is not working. Now what do I do? And it is absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Okay. Because there are 114% more female entrepreneurs today in just the US than 20 years ago. Across the world, it's even higher. 90.3% of women hold micro businesses, more than 82% of men, right? And the numbers are just growing more and more and more. African American, Latinos, and visible minorities. And here is now what we found out. Let's go back to why. Why is it that women-owned businesses are failing? Why is it? What is really going on inside of all of that, Janine? What would be your guess?
Well, one of my guesses would be that, and I can relate a lot to my own story, because when I first got started online, I didn't have the network that I could like refer to, that I could go back to. And for a really long time in my business, I didn't realize that it was actually a big piece that is missing for myself, not have the support of other ladies. Not even so much like buying from me, but just like be able to go back to them and see if they have advice, or like telling them, hey, this is my business, and can you help me actually find my best client for myself. That would be my guess.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think?
and you're right on. And so in my research, and I spent this weekend researching, I got two. Here are the two things that were the top two and they were tied. And yours is one of the two. Lack of support. Because you see, here's what's happening. You, and you're listening to this right now, and as a caveat, if you love this information and you think this is worthwhile, share it. Share it with a woman on your page. Share it with someone in your circle. Share it because women need to know this, because this is not about bringing down the house and making it all sad. This is about saying, if I know the numbers, I can pivot and I can change and I can create something different. I can break that 100K ceiling and I can get the support, the resources that I need because now I get it, right? It's like saying, I've been taking my bills and just don't even open my envelopes. No, it's time to open the envelopes. It's time to just look at the numbers and say, am I going to be simply a statistic? Or am I going to be one of those women that doesn't fall through the cracks? I'm going to be one of those women to say, I had the courage to listen and to take a different action. This is what this is about. Do you have the courage to listen and take a different action? That's what's really, really important, right? Sarah Farine says, lack of support is the main reason. That's true. And you are 100% correct. So here are the two things that we found. In my research, I found that there were two things. Number one, it was lack of support and networking. So you are this amazing woman, you've got this amazing idea, you want to change the world, and you start your business. But the people you're in your house, the people you're living with, don't get it because you are weird. You're an oxymoron. You are a crazy misfit who wants to change the world. And the 80% of the world out there is get a job, have security, work for 40 hours, for 40 years, and then you retire, and then we give you a little watch and we say thank you. And that's what normal people do. Go to school, get a job, blah, 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 blah. And you're saying, oh my God, I want something different. And people don't get you. The people around you don't understand. And then you start your business and you're so excited. And everyone is saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where's the money? Where's the money? Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? And you get pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. So lack of support is connected to who can I count on? Who is out there that's doing what I'm doing? Who can I just vent? Not so much complain, because I believe that women need to vent and just get it out. Who is there to listen to you? Because if you go to those family members, they're going to be like, yeah, you're right. Go get a job. Finally, you figured it out. Finally, you came to your senses. But the truth of the matter is, you came to your senses when you became a business owner, right? And so Sarah Farine saying exactly. And so networking, being around women that can get you, they understand you, because we're all the crazy misfits. To join the Misfit Club, that was the biggest thing. And Forbes talks about this. In fact, I found so many statistics on that and the inadequate support system. What would women achieve, Janine, with a support system? Because struggling or failing in a business could be the result of that. And Forbes declared that was one of the main reasons. Because in business, no man or no woman is an island, right? You tend to face your greatest challenges in getting support, adequate connection, relevant referral partners, even financial access or emotional access. So, what ends up happening when a woman doesn't have that? Janine, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? When a woman doesn't get that support, the resources, the emotional support, and just a feeling of that camaraderie, like I'm not alone. What happens to her?
Well, first I have just to share like a little story that keeps coming up to my mind, and I'm not gonna mention names. So recently I was chatting with a lady, and she used to be a coach, and then we were chatting, and she was telling me, look, I had to put my coaching aside because I have to work two jobs now to make this work to earn an income. And I felt so bad because with her coaching she could help so many people, she could be there for her family, and now she has to work two jobs and she doesn't even know if she can ever get back to the coaching, because even also in today's world everything is getting so much more expensive. So you never know, like, and like you always say, like when you stop something you are not staying at the mountain, you are actually
Sliding down.
sliding down. So that just kept coming to my mind. And then the other thing you were asking, so what is happening if you don't have that
The
support?
impact, the results of no support. What do you think it is, Janine? We've seen it.
We have seen it so many times, and it takes so many shapes and forms. But I think the main things is that, like, you can feel really lonely, like you were already
Hmm.
talking about it a little bit, like because your family at home, your friends, normally they are on a total different path, and then you're there, you don't want to go back to them when you tell them, oh, it's not working, because as you said, they're gonna tell you, oh, I told you so, just go back to find a new job. But you want actually to have that emotional support. And so it's very lonely sometimes. And then you go online, scroll on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, and everybody is posting the pictures
Yay!
saying, I just made
Look
a
at her.
sale.
Yeah, I did 100K. I did a million K. I did $1 million, right?
Look at my new house, look at the car I just bought, whatever it is, right? And then you're even more lonely because you're like, oh wow, everybody else is doing this. And I am I not the right person to do this? Am I not worthy? All of this self-worth issues will be coming up. And
And you know
for
what? I'm going to interrupt you right now. You know why? Because that's the second tie. The two top things on why women businesses have failed and don't hit 100K and they give up on their dreams. The two number one was tied inadequate support system and doubts, fear of failure, worry, all of the mental models and the thoughts that women are inundated with. You
that
hit the
makes
nail on the head, Janine. That's exactly the two biggest things that have been driving women to fail and give up on their dreams and go back in your corner and you curl up, and then resentment builds and sadness and depression because I could have had something and I didn't. We invested a lot of money ourselves in a mentor last year, spent over what, almost 20,000 K. We got no results. And so now I can look at it and say, well, I'm out of that money, or I can just look at it and say it's a stepping stone to what's coming, what's next, what did I learn from it, right? What if nothing is a failure? What
it's
if
just
my,
learning.
yeah, what if my whole life is nothing but just learning, right? And so let's go back to Janine's point. The impact of no support, the impact of not having other women around you to say, hey, you know what? I went through the same thing. Just that simple thing. What's the impact of hearing that? When I see you, Janine, and you're telling me you're going through something and you're listening to me, and I have this beautiful, safe space to say, I can share whatever I want, and that woman's just going to listen. And then somewhere in the group, they're going to say, I went through the same thing. Or sometimes I'll ask the question, who else has felt that way? And everybody's hand goes up. Hey, Janine?
It's the truth, and you're just gonna feel heard, and you gotta feel relieved and say, oh wow, I'm not the black sheep, there is more black sheep here, or whatever you want to call yourself, and you're gonna say, wow, I'm not by myself, and people have gone through this and they have overcome, and it gives you hope and new motivation to actually really keep on going and just overcome whatever is in your way. And I think that is just priceless to have that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so what did we do? We decided to fill the gap. We decided to create something amazing and extraordinary to fill that gap. And this week, in honor of International Women's Day is coming up next week and International Women's Month, March is always such an exciting time for women. Exciting and new. And it's like there are conferences happening and seminars and panels, and everyone is celebrating International Women's Day. And so we created the Worthy Women Network and COLLAB, which is networking and collaboration. How do you have that support, the love, the connection? How do you pitch your business? How do you get referral partners? People that say, oh my God, you know what? I love what you do. I might not be the right client, but I know someone who could use your services. Build relationships with other women inside of this kind of world. And what did we do? We made it 22 bucks. $22. Well, I mean, Janine, what can you really buy for $22? Tell me.
Well, I don't know, almost nothing. I mean, when I go shopping, I don't really spend much more money than just $22. So, yeah.
I know, right? 22 bucks. And but here is the little disclaimer. It's going up. Okay? And the actual price is 222. But we just brought it for $22 for this Wednesday. It's a one-time deal. If you open the email on the day after, it'll be 222. So, come on in and just come and join us. It's going to be fun. You're going to have women there that are going through the same thing you're going. We're going to have women that, oh, my phone is ringing right now, but I'm on a call. Women there that are actually have success stories, but they're not bragging about their success stories. They're more about how can I support you. The theme is all about supporting you and the things that you want to get in your life. That's what it's all about. And so, how do you come there and say, I'm safe, I'm okay, I want to pitch my business, and you're going to be part of the crazy club, right? Because in our worlds, believe it or not, we're also the misfit crazies. And 80 to 90% of people around us do not understand what we do. So we created this for us and for you to build this table to say, you belong here. You belong here. You are safe here. And whatever you need, tell us. Ask us how we can support you. We will ask you how we can support you. Janine?
Yeah, I think it's an amazing opportunity to come there, even if you say right now, oh, I'm shy, all of these things that might be coming up in your mind. And remember what Fatima just mentioned a couple of minutes ago. The second thing, because why businesses fail is like this self-worth issue. So if that's coming up, that's actually the reason why you should come join us there. For $22, it's such an amazing offer. And come meet new women who are in business, where you can collaborate, or you just can hear from them that they're going through the same. You can pitch your business, you can be with us and just learn from each other and have that collaboration. And always, I see it every single time when we come together with a group of women, then it just raises our vibrations, and you get off such a call like really energized and motivated, and it can even build like long lasting relationships. So
They do. They
yeah.
do. If you want the link, it's in the post, and you can comment #network, and somebody from our team will come down and send you the link. It's happening all this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So Toronto, New York time at 2 p.m. What time is it for you, Janine, in Switzerland?
It's 8 p.m. In
Perfect.
in London it will be, I think, 7 p.m.
That's right. That's right. And if you're in Brisbane, Australia, like our client Heather, it's 5 a.m. the next day, or 6. Oops,
I
I think
think
5.
5.
Yeah. Okay. So figure it out. Come and join us and #network, because it's going to be really, really fantastic. It's only $22 right now. And you deserve it. Honestly, you deserve it. You deserve an extraordinary business. You deserve to share your voice and share your story. You deserve the support and the love. You deserve it. You deserve an extraordinary business and to get your year off to an amazing, amazing second quarter. You deserve it. When I look at you, I see so much brilliance. And I want you to share this video with people in your circle. You'll find people that need this information. Bring your friend and join the Worthy Women Network and COLLAB, and start this month on such a high note, because I'll tell you, I don't want to be a statistic, and I don't want you to be a statistic. We can collectively change the stats. And when there are journalists out there doing new stats, we can change those numbers. I believe we can. So, what are your final thoughts, Janine?
Well, just one quote, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. So come join us on Wednesday. It's going to be amazing. I want to see all of you amazing ladies there, hear what you are doing, what you are struggling with, what you need help with, and just come join us there. And I love to see you there.
That's right. I would love to see you here. The link is in the post, and we will comment and add the link there as well. Take care. That's what we got for you. Be good, be awesome, be brilliant. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.